Hello everyone, I'm Eternal Flame here, and today I'm here to explain everything that we currently know about the Black Flash, what I consider the pinnacle of Jujutsu and cursed energy manipulation, as well as clear up some things that some people don't understand about the Black Flash, some misconceptions that people have. But in this video, we're just going to go over everything we know about the Black Flash. We're going to explain the technique, all of that good jazz, everyone who's used it, how they have used it, and how you can use the technique. However, before we even get into that, be sure to like and subscribe to anime content like this, and let's get straight into the vid. The Black Flash is technically a technique that any sorcerer is capable of pulling off so long as they are skilled with enough cursed energy to be able to do so. Because despite what people think, skill is actually a very, very huge factor in being able to land the Black Flash, one that I would debate is even more important than luck is. However, now let's get into what the Black Flash actually does and its actual ability. In order to land a Black Flash, you must be able to apply your cursed energy within a microsecond. Yes, that is the time frame that a Black Flash needs to be landed on. You're welcome to everyone who's been reading out the amount of zeros without actually knowing the actual time frame. Anyways, you must be able to apply your cursed energy to a physical hit within a microsecond, thus amplifying your actual physical hit by an exponent of 2.5. Furthermore, after landing your first Black Flash, your control and cursed energy becomes much grander, to the point where it's basically like you're an entirely different fighter from before, and you're on an entirely different new level. For example, and one of the first Black Flashes we ever see is done by Yuji in the Hanami fight, where Yuji wasn't able to damage Hanami at all, but after landing a Black Flash, he was able to control his cursed energy and make it so potent that he was actually capable of harming Hanami with just normal punches. They didn't even need to be Black Flash amped. Of course, they didn't hurt as much the Black Flash, but they still could hurt Hanami nonetheless. Furthermore, after you land your first Black Flash, every other time is just an 120% amp and makes you fight at 120% of your potential and output. Of course, we don't know if after you landed the second Black Flash that the amp actually stacks or if it just remains a 120% amp. While it is believed you need to be extremely lucky in order to land the Black Flash, that is only one factor of the Black Flash. The actual important part of landing the Black Flash is about how focused you are and how well you are at controlling your cursed energy. It is technically possible for someone to become skilled enough to land the Black Flash by timing out their cursed energy to make it land at a microsecond. However, no sorcerer is capable of that cursed energy control and manipulation, which is a common misconception among the fandom. It's not that the Black Flash is completely based on luck. It is possible to master, it's just no one currently has been shown to be skillful enough to master it. It's more like luck can just actually help you with using it, but it is not technically necessary. It just makes it much easier to use in comparison and even more possible. Though I shouldn't be using the term easy because landing the Black Flash is still something incredibly difficult nonetheless, to the point where no one can actually land it at will. However, the closest person to landing it at will is currently Yuji Itadori. This is due to a few factors that I believe Yuji is the closest to mastering the Black Flash, which is because of the fact that he immediately was able to land 4 Black Flashes upon learning it, tying out the record. Or, well, it depends on your interpretation. Some people believe he tied out the record because he landed 4 consecutive Black Flashes, while some people believe Yuji beat the record because he landed 5 in a day, and the record was talking about in a day amount of Black Flashes. However, I am going to leave this up to you. Bare minimum, he tied Nanami's record, and at the best, he surpassed it by 1. And because I'm going to go into a slight manga spoiler for something that's going to happen in Shibuya, so use the time code on now to actually skip, where during Yuji and Mahito's fight, he is able to get a statement from the narrator where it says that Yuji is doing so amazing that he will make you think he is landing the Black Flash at will. However, there are other characters who have been able to land the Black Flash that aren't just Yuji. For example, one of the other characters who in Season 1 were able to land the Black Flash was Nobara Kugisaki, who was able to infuse the Black Flash into her technique, thus amplifying it even further in the battle against the Blood Brothers when she landed Black Flash alongside Yuji. Furthermore, we also see in the Jujutsu Kaisen 0 movie that Yuta was able to land a Black Flash while he was fighting against Suguru Geto. Of course, it is not entirely sure whether Yuta can use the Black Flash purely because he doesn't actually use it in the manga. He only uses it in the movie. However, a lot of people actually tend to accept the movie as the more canon version rather than the manga version purely because Gege worked alongside the movie and Gege and a lot of other people support it. Whatever, that's not this type of video. I'm not going to get into that for this video. We also get to see when Nanami actually lands the Black Flash Flash and sets the record for the Black Flash during the night parade of 1,000 Demons, where he is able to land 4 consecutive Black Flashes against several cursed spirits. Furthermore, we also know that Gojo has landed the Black Flash in the past, purely because when the Black Flash was being explained, he was on the side alongside Nanami of sorcerers on a different level because they have landed the Black Flash. Now, we don't know when Gojo landed the Black Flash or who was the person that Gojo landed the Black Flash in on the past. However, I am going to get a bit more into Gojo later. I just feel really bad for the person who did take the first Gojo Black Flash that we know that Gojo landed the Black Flash on, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. And now we're going to get into the section of the video where we talk about the manga Black Flashes in particular. Now, if you don't want to know about the Black Flashes that has happened in the manga so far, what they have done and what they have allowed the characters to do, this is where the video ends for you. I hope you enjoyed this vid. I'm gonna see you all later. Peace out. But now we're actually going to get into the manga Black Flashes. So I'm first up going to go over Todo because Todo uses it in the most basic and normal way in comparison to everybody else, where Todo just landed a kick with the Black Flash and then got 120% out of his potential. I'm not going to focus on him for too long because he just used it like a normal person. Up next, we're going to go over Gojo and the amount of times he used the Black Flash in his battle against Sukuna. The first Black Flash that Gojo landed was when he was using his entire red combo, where he landed a red on Sukuna's back in order to launch Sukuna directly after having it explode into Gojo's blue amped fist, further amplifying it even further with the Black Flash, and incredibly winding Sukuna and making him cough up blood. It was a really raw usage of the Black Flash, but Gojo does actually use the Black Flash even more. The second Black Flash that Gojo uses throughout this fight is when he hits Agito with the Max Blue, and the Max Blue is amplified even further by the Black Flash. However, thanks to the Black Flash, Gojo is able to restore his RCT output completely, and he is able to heal off his arm, fueling a rush of exhilaration in the process. The third Black Flash that Gojo uses in this fight is against Mahoraga, where he punches Mahoraga's blade with his blue amped Black Flash fist, allowing him to launch Mahoraga back by quite a large amount. Now, I'm not going to lie, I mixed up orders with the Black Flash. That was actually the fourth Black Flash he used. The third Black Flash was the one he landed on Mahoraga to launch Mahoraga back again. Now, this means he was able to land 4 Black Flashes in a day. However, he wasn't able to land 4 Black Flashes consecutively, which means he hasn't tied Yuji and Nanami's record. However, if you interpret the statement as just the Black Flashes you've landed in a day and not the Black Flashes you've landed consecutively, that means Gojo tied Nanami's record, but he did not tie Yuji because Yuji has landed 5 Black Flashes in a day, not 4. However, this is still incredibly impressive and shows Gojo's mastery of cursed energy, because through the Black Flashes, he was able to restore his RCT output completely and heal off his cut-off arm, something that was noted to be a particularly impressive feat back a while back in the Sendai fight. And now, some of you guys might be wondering, okay, why did I save Mahito, of all people, for last, instead of Gojo, who technically was the last person we've seen to land a Black Flash? And that is for one simple reason. Mahito has the most interesting usage and effect after when he landed the Black Flash in comparison to everyone else. After he landed the second Black Flash, he was able to gain not just a better understanding of cursed energy, but a better understanding of his soul itself, allowing him to transfigure his soul and make his soul and body much more durable in the process, making him basically one of the most durable characters we have ever seen, with durability that even exceeds the likes of Hanami, and the ability to also fight and be much stronger than he physically was before as well. Of course, there wasn't much of a speed amp, but he was still able to make himself much more physically durable and much stronger. For those of you wondering why I say Mahito is more durable than Hanami, Hanami is able to get hurt by normal Yuji punches. Mahito needs a Black Flash in order to hurt him. This second Black Flash and understanding that Mahito gained of the soul was so potent, it basically said that Mahito was reborn into this new curse, but in order to be fully reborn, he needed to kill Yuji first. And it made such an incredibly powerful Black Flash to have such a massive effect on Mahito and such a massive power-up for him. Where the only reason that Mahito lost was because Yuji was able to land a Black Flash earlier, which damaged Mahito. If it wasn't for that, Mahito would have won. But still, the fact that the Black Flash is able to not just give an understanding and a better understanding of your cursed energy, but a better understanding of your soul, if you are aware of the shape of your soul and how to change that, is still incredibly insane, as Mahito has shown off. Now, I'm not going to speculate about who I think has landed the Black Flash. For example, I do think Sukuna and Kashimo have landed the Black Flash in the past, same with Kenjaku. However, I'm not going to go too deep into my reasons and theories, even though I think it should be pretty obvious. The Black Flash is shown that you needed such incredible skill and ability and focus and control of your cursed energy to even attempt to pull it off, and with just a little bit of luck, you are able to pull it off until one day someone is going to master the technique, which I think is inevitably coming. Now, I don't know who's going to master it, but I do think it is inevitable that it is going to be mastered one day. The Black Flash is by far and away one of my most favorite applications in Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm really happy that I got to talk about it with you all today, because it is genuinely one of the best applications, and in my opinion, by far and away, the most difficult application within Jujutsu Kaisen to pull off when it comes to pure raw cursed energy control. However, this is a Black Flash Explained. If you learned anything new today, be sure to like and subscribe. We got a lot more anime content on the channel. I want to know what your opinion is in the comment section below, and I'm going to see y'all later. Peace out, and goodbye.